We're back out here on Lake Erie. Getting towards the end of August, these fish they're starting to scatter a little bit, getting kind of hard to find. There still is some schools of big ones out here. I got two buddies out here right now. They're both at 90 foot of water. It's marking steady fish, 60 foot down. I just don't know if I want to go out that far by myself today. My goal was to go try bottom bouncing in the mid 40s to mid 50s, seeing what I can find. It's not that rough out here today. Maybe 1 foot. Who knows what it's going to be once we get out there though. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go bottom bounce. Probably put 4 or 5 ounces on. Just going to use my downrigger rods, my planer board rods. They just have mono on them. If that doesn't pan out, maybe I'll shoot out to 90, deploy the dipsies and downriggers. So stick with me and see what happens. Been catching a lot of catfish out here, although they are fun to catch. Not what we're looking for. So stay tuned. Made it out, like 49 foot of water. We're marking some, but who knows if those are walleye, sheephead, who knows. So worst comes to worst, we do the old method, drop down and start catching junk fish, then we move. So we're gonna get at it, get everything set up. I'll explain my rig and then see what happens. All right, so here's a little contraption I came up with because I don't have any bottom bouncer rigs. I got a 3-way there, swivel, 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 goes to the worm harness. And then I put some 10-pound braid to a 4-ounce weight. Just basically so that way when that weight is dragging in the mud, my worm harness is not. Took me a little bit to get that all set up with all the swivels and everything. So I think the other two, I might just try to keep them in line, just keep them a little bit higher off the bottom because I am marking fish on the bottom and suspended up about 15 feet. So we'll see what happens. Get this first line deployed. I got the Minn Kota Tarova going. And gonna try to keep my speed at about 1 mile an hour. I'm going with the waves right now, so I'm going a little faster than that, but when I turn and go against the waves, might have to bump the speed up. That's the nice thing about having a trolling motor that controlled by a remote. You can adjust your speed, turn it, autopilot, speed control. It's nice. So I just felt the weight hit the bottom. Gonna hold it for a couple seconds, let everything start going. I'm gonna let out a couple more feet until it hits the bottom again. There, it hit the bottom again. And I'm gonna close my bail. Like I said, I'm just gonna rig that one up that way. The other two I'm going to put in line, run them up a little bit higher off the bottom. So we'll see what happens. I'll get you guys set up here. And hopefully we get a rod bent soon. It's probably going to be a catfish, but we got high hopes for some walleye. Alright, so I had to get my bimini top set up because this sun is brutal today. So, got this butterfly blade, gold. It's been a really good one for me in the past. It has a barrel swivel on the end. I don't feel like cutting it to put a swivel on there. So I have a swivel on my main end I'm just gonna put the swivel through the eyelet of the sinker, and then just put the swivel through the eyelet of the harness. So basically now it's in line. Here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and throw a crawler on here. So when I hook my crawlers on, a lot of people just, you know, throw it on there and expect it to just do what it does. But when I hook my crawlers on here, I like to hook it towards the tip. And then what you want to do is you want to stretch the worm. Usually the hook goes around that, I don't even know what to call it, little ball thing, whatever. I'm sure there's a technical name. But then once that worm stretches out, you can see it's going to run perfectly straight. If I were to put this hook down here a little bit farther, then there'd be a big curl in there when I'm fishing and I'm making the crawler spin. You know, some days it might work better doing that, but that's not how I do it. So this rod set up. Tighten my drag, because I always loosen my drag when my rods are stored at home, just so I don't wear out that drag bit. Adjust this rod holder. It's on bottom. I think that one we're just gonna click it. That way that one rides up a little bit higher off the bottom. So we got 2 rods down, and we'll see. You can see on the depth finder my one just came down. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we catch one here. Like I said, if this doesn't work, then I might shoot out deep where everybody else has been catching them. Switch back to trolling. It's only me today in the state of Pennsylvania. We can only run 3 rods per person. So see what happens. I talked to another guy at the dock, and he said they've been bottom bouncing a little bit deeper than I am now, and that's exactly where he went. So good luck to him. First time I bottom bounced this year, so we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Alright, so it's been a little bit. I had something really small. Took half the worm, that was it. Wind's picked up a little bit. We're probably now occasional 1.5. I mean, they're little, but they're capping. I'm still not worried about it, but I got a snag. Got the snag undone, and I figured now's a better time as any. If I'm gonna move out, I might as well just move out now. I had to turn around to get the snag undone anyway, so we're gonna scoot out a little deeper. Probably try to hit 60 foot and try the same method. If that don't work, then I guess we'll resort to trolling. So we'll see what happens. See you guys when we get out there. All right, we're back out, moved out. I think it's 59 is where we're at. We're marking some fish in the mud, which is little better sign than we had when we were in closer. But get this one rebaited up. See if we can catch something. Gotta catch something. That little homemade rig that I made though, it's actually working way better than I thought it was going to. This line counter and this reel is giving me tons of problems today. There we go, hit the bottom. Hold it for a couple seconds. Hit the bottom again. In the rod holder she goes. So we got one there. We got one out to the side here. 59 feet of water. Might be hard for you guys to see, but there's fish sitting right in the mud. That one's a little bit above, but they're in the mud. So hopefully we can get a nice crawler right in front of their face and we catch something, because it'd be pretty disappointing not catching anything. So let's see what happens. All right, so we just had a hit on both poles. Half the worm was gone on one, which typically is junk fish, and the whole worm was gone on the other. So I don't know. But we just did have a big school on here, and now we got some decent marks riding up about 10 foot off the bottom. Those are probably walleye. I don't know. I'm still keeping one line towards the bottom and the other one up a little bit. Not too sure. You guys probably can't even tell, but it is all white caps out there. These waves aren't even that big. They're maybe a foot, but they're all white caps, even inshore. So I don't know. Might have to switch over to trolling. Seems like it's the only thing I know how to do anymore. See you guys in a little bit. Well, the rod started going crazy again. Figured it was a junk fish. Reel up because it wasn't tapping anymore. I got like an 8-inch walleye. 10 would be generous. So it's the right species, just the wrong size. And we've been marking them pretty crazy on the bottom. I don't know if it's schools of these or what. Been pretty slow. We need one like 10 times that size. Okay, I don't know what we got here, but we got something big. I looked over and this rod just started ticking, and it bent and did not come back. And it's not a snag. I've already had 2 snags while I was out here. I had to turn the boat around. These waves are now 2-footers, but we got something big. And this is on that homemade rig that we haven't been getting any bites on. I think it's either a catfish or a sheephead, unfortunately, but we'll see. It was fighting me pretty hard, now it kind of gave up. It's still there though. If this is a walleye, it's a giant. That's all I'm gonna say. Probably gonna be a sheephead. It went from like, waves are probably like maybe 1 foot when we got out here, like I said. Ooh. Now they're like 2.5 foot. Turn that up a little. Still got 40 feet of line fighting pretty good. It's getting rough out here. Definitely gotta have your sea legs today. About 20 foot. Oh, it's a giant catfish. It's a giant catfish. I see him already. Giant. It might be a 10-pound catfish. Oh, this thing's massive. Come on. Get over here. This thing's huge. Come on. Oh, I can't get him in the net. Oh my God. This fish is huge. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see if I can. I don't want to lose my net. Oh my God. Look at the size of this catfish. That's my hand. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. That thing is huge. I have to wear my harness. Holy. Let's see if we can get these hooks out. He's got the whole thing. Let's set you guys back up. It is getting choppy out here. Oh my gosh. I don't have fish grippers and I am not sticking my hands in his mouth. He's biting down on the clips for my scale. It's exactly why I did not want to stick my hands in there. All right, harness is out. Let's see if I can get a weight on this thing. See if I can set you guys up so you're not in the sun. You guys ready for this? I'm gonna get a weight on him. This fish is massive. This is the biggest catfish I've ever caught in my entire life. Ready? Oh my God! Get a look at this scale. 19 pounds, 13 ounces. Holy! 19 pounds. That is incredible. I gotta get a picture of this thing. See if I can find my phone. There it is. My fiance was just calling me. I was like, hold on, I gotta call you back. I got something big. Oh my God. I'm gonna do a live weight because there's gonna be people that do not believe me how much this thing weighs. All right. Oh my God. Oh, this fish is massive. $19 pounds. Oh, he's gonna break my scale. He's gonna break my scale. I'm not gonna mess with him too much. I just want to get a length on him really fast, and then he'll be back free. I bet you this catfish is over 30 inches long. Yeah, without putting them on there, just button them up. He's probably got 2 inches past. Just button them up because I don't want to lay him on there. He's got 2, 3, 4 inches past the 30-inch mark on my ruler. This catfish is massive. I'm gonna go ahead and get him back. He's been out long enough. Oh, before he tears up my boat. He's gonna break my scale. He won't let go. I can't get my scale out of his mouth. There we go. Oh, shit. There he goes. Gone. Get back to the bottom. Whew! It wasn't a 10-pound walleye I was hoping for, but that's a channel cat out of Lake Erie of a lifetime. Wow, I need to get my rag. Awesome. I'm gonna get this rod rigged back up, get it back out, and catch my breath. See you guys in a minute. All right, we got something else finally. See, I seen it tap. And man, it just stayed bent. Ah, that's why it stayed bent. This is a white perch, but he got snagged in his bottom fin. Alright, well, glad we figured that out. Ah. It's a little white perch. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I'm out here by myself. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a wall of rain coming behind me that I just seen. 19-pound catfish. I mean, that's big. That's big. And that rain is coming quick. We better get out of here. Thanks for watching. I know I don't really like to ask it, but if you guys would like, share, and subscribe, that'd be great. We are coming up on steelhead season. We're creek temperatures, I think this morning were 67 degrees, usually around 60, low 60s. They start making an appearance. There are a couple scouts that have come into creeks, but they come in at night and they're gone back out during the day. This fish finder is loaded. Can't give them a bite. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Completely different conditions than when we came out here. That water's dark, those clouds are dark, there's white caps. We're gonna get wet on the way in. We got the rain suit on because we already know we're about to get soaked. Days like today when it's rough on your way in, you just gotta pick your line. Oh, gotta put my hood up. Sometimes they're better off just to shoot straight into shore and then turn and trim up and go right into them. It's nasty. I probably shouldn't have stayed as long as I did. it's time to fold them. Luckily we're not out at 90 foot where my buddy was. He's already in, but luckily we didn't go out there and stay this long, because I bet you it's twice as bad out there. We made it. You guys are a little wet.